Hey guys, what's up? It's Priscilla with Live Iwakuni, and on today's episode, I wanted to take you on a magical adventure to the major theme parks here in Japan, Tokyo Disney, DisneySea, and Universal Studios, Japan. So we're going to break down the things that we thought that were really cool in the parks, the things that are exclusive to each of the parks, the different food that you can get that's amazing, and all of the adventures in between. Stay tuned to the end of this video if you're interested to find out the lifesaver items that we brought to Japan that saved our life during this incredible heat, because as you know, it is August here in Japan and it is one of the hottest summers on the books. And also where exactly you can purchase your tickets to these theme parks ahead of time so you don't waste time in the parks. So if you're ready, let's get going.
Okay, here it is, Tokyo Disney. It was absolutely magical. You want to make sure that you head over to Tomorrowland in order to experience the Monsters Inc. ride, and then to Fantasyland for the Winnie the Pooh ride, both exclusive to Disney Tokyo. You also want to make sure that you go over to Adventureland. This is where you're going to have some amazing soft serve ice cream, and then you can experience all the different varieties of popcorn found all over the park. Bonus, they also have cute collectible buckets for your popcorn pleasure. Next, we headed over to DisneySea. Guys, this was amazing. The attention to detail was breathtaking, and we came during a typhoon. The sun wasn't even shining, but it still was absolutely incredible. You'll want to make sure that you check out the Raging Spirits in Lost River Delta, the Flounder roller coaster in Mermaid Lagoon, then head over to Port Discovery for Journey to the Center of the Earth, and lastly, you'll want to head over to American Waterfront, where you're going to find the most popular rides, the Tower of Terror and Story Mania. Make sure you grab your poncho like we did to stay dry amongst the crazy weather in Tokyo. Guys, I have to say, I'm not a huge mochi fan, but the Toy Story mochi was amazing. Banana, chocolate, strawberry. Check this out. You'll also find it in American Waterfront. The third and last park that we went to in Japan was Universal Studios, Osaka. This was so fun, and it is the most American park out of the 3 parks that we went to in Japan. You're going to want to make sure that you ride the Flying Dinosaur coaster, go on the Jurassic Park ride, and ride the Hollywood Dream roller coaster before you go to Harry Potter World. Guys, Harry Potter World, as always, is amazing, and this walk to Hogsmeade with all of the greenery was out of this world amazing. As you enter into the park, sometimes there is timed entry, so just watch out for that during the peak seasons. We went right before Obon, and it was pretty busy, but we didn't have to have timed entry into the park. We also saved our treats for Harry Potter World, so we had the butterbeer and the Hogshead beer in the wonderful world of Harry Potter, and honestly, that's how I like it. I'm sure they have fantastic treats other places in the park, but I like to save my appetite and wet my whistle in the wonderful world of Harry Potter. You're going to also want to make sure that you ride the Forbidden Journey ride, but also take the tour of the castle without riding the ride. We did that first, and it was actually slightly different. You get to see more of the castle, so make sure you do that. I wanted to let you guys know that the Minion Park and the Despicable Me ride is the most popular ride right now. It's pretty new. We waited for 2 hours. I can't believe it, but don't do it unless you absolutely love Despicable Me. Overall, it was a great time, and I would spend much more time in Harry Potter World than anywhere else in the park.
Okay guys, welcome back. I have to say, this was such a cool experience going to Tokyo Disney, DisneySea, and USJ while we were here in Japan. It was just so awesome and made me want more. But there were a few items and a few things that I wanted to tell you about before you take the trip, especially if you're taking a trip in the summertime with your family. So we were really concerned about the heat because, as you know, we've had a lot of heat problems here in Japan. So we wanted to make sure that we were really careful and we were staying hydrated and we were making sure that we weren't getting too hot. So what I did was I went onto Amazon and I bought a backpack cooler. This one's a really nice one. This one's an ICEMULE. I bought the mini, and it's actually got a one strap on it and a blow-up valve, which I like, so you can blow up air. It'll keep things cooler. I really love this. It doesn't have any zippers. It just has this opening flap, and then you actually roll it up. Let's see if I can get it like this. And then you snap it in the back here. So it stays nice and tight. It doesn't leak at all. And you have this ice cooler to bring with you in the parks. We didn't have any problems bringing this into the park. They let us bring it in. It is not very big, guys. Can't remember the exact dimensions, but I will put it in the description below so that you guys can check it out on Amazon if you like it. But I really was happy that we had cold drinks, and you can put ice in here. What I did though, and I think was a great idea, and it ended up working out well for us, was I bought these ice pack coolers at the 100 yen store, Syria, for my neck of the woods. But they're basically just gel packs. They're very squishy, and even now it's so cool. I'm outside, so it's very warm. But they do freeze solid. They will quickly defrost though and become these nice little cool pads. You can put them like this or on your face, just whenever you're waiting in line or getting too overheated. These are really nice to have. They have different sizes, guys. So I actually bought 2 different sizes. Let's see if I can dig one out. I bought these. These might actually be nice for little kids. These are actually for little Obento lunch boxes to keep things cool. But you can give them to your little kids and put them on your forehead. I kind of put them a little bit underneath my undergarments when I got really hot and sticky. So these were a really big lifesaver. It was also nice to switch between water and what we call Precori Sweat. It's a Gatorade type product. I really like the ion water. It's a little bit less sweet. It doesn't have as much of that potent, sweet, salty taste. So I recommend kind of alternating between water and Precori Sweat, because your electrolytes are getting depleted because you are sweating like you've never ever sweated in your life. It's crazy. So just make sure that you are keeping well hydrated. We were able to stick a few things in here as far as food, but if you guys wanted to bring lots of food with you, you would definitely need a the bigger size ICEMULE or a bigger size soft cooler backpack. So just keep that in mind. But that was the one thing that saved us. We also brought spray fans with us. You can definitely get them at the parks, but we were just saving money, so we bought them. We brought them from outside of the park, and I'm so glad we did. So the next thing that really saved our lives were these lanyards here. So I actually got these. Let's see if I can get that close and focus. Yay, Minnie Mouse. I got these at Syria, the 100 yen store. You can get them at any 100 yen store, Daiso. They're just plain lanyards, and I just stuck some really cute Zoom Minnie Mouse fabric inside just so it would be cute and decorative, with the little Mickey sticker there, all from the 100 yen store. And we basically put our Passmo cards in these, which Passmo is the same as the Icoca card, guys. So that's just your train pass. So we stuck these right in here, and it was super easy. You just threw them on your neck and then, you know, slide through the train. I also put our little QR codes for our tickets in here for Disney, so that when we wanted to do a fast pass, which I highly recommend you guys doing the fast pass when you can, as kind of all other bloggers do, you can just keep this you can keep this around your neck and available instead of having to reach into your purse or lose your original tickets. Because if you lose your original tickets, especially if you get them from the ITT office, you're kind of screwed. So I really loved this lanyard thing. I loved it so much that when we went to USJ, Universal Studios Japan, I got this adorable Hello Kitty one. Yes, be very jealous. It is so cute. Everything in Japan is cute, but I love this. So this one's actually going to be my everyday Passmo card here thing. But I've got my Passmo card here. It's got this cute little stretchy thing so that you can easily use it for sliding on the train. So these were so life-saving. Love them. So other than that, guys, you can definitely save some money if you bring your own food, but I just like to eat in the park. They have some really cool foods in Japan that I wanted to try, and specifically because I knew that they were going to be exclusive to Japan, I wanted to make sure I tried each of the foods that they offered. I think when I was going to theme parks stateside, I didn't really care as much because I knew exactly what kind of amusement park food they had. So I was more inclined to bring my own food. Not this trip. I would have rather have my drinks and my cold ice and my lanyards versus having food. So just keep that in mind. And the last thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was where to get your tickets. Guys, you're going to be waiting in line a whole bunch. People in Disney and in Universal just love it there. So the lines are going to be long no matter what time of year you go. You might be able to have some less busy days than others, but for the most part, it's going to be a little bit of a wait. So the last thing you want to do is wait in line to buy your tickets. So I've watched a couple of other vloggers, and it seems like you can get your Disney tickets at the Konbini stores. Remember, the Konbini stores are the 7-Elevens, the Family Marts, things like that. I would say specifically 7-Eleven I've seen sell the most tickets for Disney and other things. So I would try there if you are a foreigner and trying to get your Disney tickets ahead of time. If you're military, the easiest thing to do is to go over to the ITT office and just go ahead and buy your tickets through them. They're going to print you out a paper ticket, and that's why I thought this came in really handy, because if you lose your paper ticket, you're kind of just screwed. They can't do anything about it unless you're here on base. So keep that in mind. With the Universal Studios tickets, they don't sell them for military at the ITT office. I haven't looked to see if you can get them at the Konbini store. I've kind of heard mixed things from my Japanese friends whether or not you can, but I would bypass that completely in my opinion, because I would just go to Voyagin.com. I used Voyagin when I went and purchased my robot tickets or my robot restaurant tickets for Tokyo, which if you guys haven't checked out, I would highly recommend checking out the robot restaurant as well. But I also purchased my USJ tickets from there as well. They are an official authorized dealer, and it was a super snap. So I basically just put in the date that I wanted, the number of tickets I wanted. It took me straight to the checkout. I really don't know if I paid a processing fee or not. If I did, it was very small. But honestly, it didn't matter. I was willing to pay a little bit of extra money so I wouldn't have to wait in line at Universal, and it was a great call. So I will put all of the things that I talked about today in the description, the ice cooler and the tickets. So keep that in mind. I hope you guys experience the Disney theme parks and the Universal theme park here in Japan. As always, I hope that you guys are having a great time here in Japan, and I hope you guys are out there living Iwakuni. Take care.